Can you share to us your leadership style? What is it?
Talking about leadership style, so personally, I consider myself as a consultative leader.
LordSage Sadi TV.
To our professor, Dr. Jocelyn A. Dino. Fellow educators, good day, everyone. Today, I will be sharing my exclusive interview with the school principal of Cabancalan National High School, DepEd Mandaue City Division, Mrs. Carmelita P. Ramirez, about her leadership style and qualities. Good afternoon, madam. Can you give us your personal information before the interview?
Okay. So, of course, it's very obvious I'm already married. So, I've been in DepEd for quite some time now. So, to be exact, I'm already 25 years in service. So, I was employed at DepEd Mandaue City way back almost 1996 up to the present.
So, what motivates you to become a principal?
Okay, honestly, I did not aspire to become a principal. When I was hired as a teacher in my previous school, I just worked for the good of my students. Probably my previous school heads saw the potential in me, and they were the ones who endorsed me to the school superintendent to become the TIC of my previous school. And being a good soldier, I also took the challenge and I accepted the task. And that was the beginning and up to now, I am already a full-fledged principal.
So, what are the significant rules of a school principal?
Okay, as a school principal, one should serve as a leader of the school. So, a principal is just like a captain of the ship. He or she should lead the activities of the school, and he should also serve as role model to his or her co-workers. She has to live by example. And of course, she is also responsible for the overall operation of the school.
What are the qualities that the school principal should possess to become effective?
As per experience and based on what other people say, which I also agree, an effective principal must be open-minded. You must be willing to listen to everyone, and you should have a good relationship with your co-workers and must be a good listener as well.
Have you ever had a conflict with a teacher before? How did you reconcile?
Talking about conflict, I must say none so far, because I usually stay, when I was still a teacher, I usually stay in my room, do my daily routine, and I do not usually mingle with my co-workers because I really have lots of things to do, preparation for my lessons, like doing other reports asked by my superior. So when I was still a teacher, I really don't have time to mingle with my co-workers.
Can you share to us your leadership style? What is it?
talking about leadership style, so personally, I consider myself as a consultative leader. I usually ask for suggestions from my colleagues, from my teachers, before I will be making my own decisions. I would see to it that everybody is listened to. I always ask for suggestions from my teachers because I know that no one has the monopoly of knowledge.
What are your strengths and weaknesses as a school principal?
Okay, talking about strength, I must say I have strong faith in the Lord. So I always start my day with a prayer, asking for guidance of our God Almighty. And from that, I bank my work on a daily basis. And for my weaknesses, I must say, people should say that I am too lenient sometimes. So that's why other people would say, people would tend to take advantage of my leniency because I usually do considerations, but for me, being lenient is not bad at all because we need to adjust from time to time. We need to adjust to the situation, to a certain circumstance. So, if that's how people look at me, but being lenient is a weakness, so it's up to them.
What kind of people do you find the toughest to deal? Angry parents or angry teachers? How did you manage?
Okay, talking about dealing with people, for me the toughest people to deal with are passive people because they are very hard to motivate. They already have this negative attitude, so it's really hard to motivate them. Talking about dealing with parents, angry parents, so I usually make sure that when parents come to my office and they are already at an angry state, I have to make sure that I will still maintain my composure while listening to their concern. So I do not raise my voice as well because they are already raising their voice at me because of certain concern. So I just show to them that I am still composed even though they are no longer.
What are your aspirations in this school?
For Cabancalan National High School, I am looking forward to have more classrooms here because right now the students sections are sharing a classroom. So if ever the face-to-face classes will be allowed again, so there will be a congestion inside the classroom. So I am hoping that before the resumption of the face-to-face classes, we will be able to acquire additional classrooms for our learners because we need to decongest our learners inside the classroom for them to learn better and to have a conducive environment for learning.
How did you cope with pressure at work? Briefly share what you think are skills needed to be a good school leader or principal.
Okay, talking about pressure at work, so pressure is everywhere, anywhere. One must have to have a composure and of course prayer. We have to pray. We have to start our day with a prayer so that for me, by doing or having a short prayer before starting a day's work would really lead us to the right path and it would lead us in making right decisions.
Thank you so much for sharing your time, Madam Ramirez. God bless.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
God bless.
May this interview gave us relevant and meaningful insights as an aspirant school leaders in the near future. I, LordSage Sadi, the interviewer. Thank you. God bless everyone. Keep safe.